What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Jalil, and today you're about to hear me speak. All right. I'm making this video today because it's, February the 11th. Valentine's Day is Sunday, and some of you guys are worried more about what you're getting your girlfriend or your wife for Valentine's Day than posting. I'm making this video today because I woke up this morning and I felt a little discouraged. I felt a little lethargic. I felt like I didn't know my next move. And if I felt that way, then I know for a fact there's at least one person out in this world that feels that same very way, especially when it comes to getting this content out and posting. So let me give you some backstory. If I can put a screenshot of it, I'll put a screenshot of it right here. But I have like five different YouTube accounts. And a year ago, around this time, I started my first YouTube account. I was excited. I was thrilled. I was motivated. I was ready. I'm like, I'm gonna get this thing started. I'm gonna get monetized in like 2 or 3 months. It's gonna be amazing. People are gonna love the content. I know what I'm gonna do. I know my plan. I thought I had it all figured out. But when I first turned that camera on and started speaking, it was as if I knew nothing at all. I was nervous. I was shy. I was like, bruh, it's so uncomfortable speaking to a camera. And I think after a month of like videos, maybe a month or two of doing videos, I quit. I stopped because it wasn't that it was hard. It was just, it was mentally draining because I didn't know what I didn't know. And the only thing now looking back that I'm seeing that's led me to where I am now is perspective. It's time in the game. I quit. I stopped posting, but I had no idea I was still in the game. Um, and I'm making this video. I really don't want to make this video too long because I just want to motivate one of you guys to just keep freaking posting. It's not gonna make sense now, but in a year, you're gonna look back and it's gonna make sense. You don't even have to watch I don't watch my videos. I just post them. I wish I watched them more because I could look at them and be like, dang, I can get better at this area or in this area. I can get better at pausing. I wasn't even supposed to be making this video today. I promised myself. I just started a communication course because I realized how bad I was at my delivery, my cadence, my pitch, my tone, my statements, whatever how I'm backing up my claims. I'm not the best at communicating, and I had to admit that to myself. My friends have been telling me, and my wife has been telling me that I make points and then like I don't really I understand this now, and I'm working on it. That's something in my own personal journey I'm working on in the background. I'm like, okay, let me finish this course first so that I can come back to you guys and hopefully better deliver my ideas and my points, because I really want you guys to hear my heart. A year ago, I was in a position where I was discouraged. I was feeling weak. I didn't know what I was going to do. All I wanted to do was share my thoughts and ideas with the world, because I genuinely care about people that are suffering. I genuinely care about people that are feeling down. I genuinely care about people who feel like they don't know their purpose, or I can't stay consistent with anything, because that's my story. My story is that everything I've started, I stopped. My story is that I was extremely uncommitted to everything. I was uncommitted to God. I'm uncommitted to relationships. I was uncommitted to my job, to business, to everything. I didn't have any commitment to my life because I didn't want to care about something enough to where if it didn't go the way it did, I mean, if it didn't go the way I wanted, I didn't want to feel the feelings of rejection. So I didn't give my all to anything. And it took me a year to learn that failure it's almost impossible to fail. The way our brains are wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. And sometimes pain leads to pleasure. So if you fall enough times, at some point, falling turns into stumbling, and stumbling turns into tripping, And when you start tripping, you get to the point to where your hands don't even touch the ground because your brain associates a trip with a fall. And if I fall, I might scrape my hands. So instead of like falling and scraping my hands, somehow your brain finds a way to not even touch the ground. When you're a kid, you probably trip, fell, scraped your knee all the time. And now that you're an adult, you don't do it at all anymore. You don't even, and it's like consciously, you don't even know it. You don't even know this is going on because our brains are wired for survival. And what I'm saying is that if you spend enough time in a game, losing, taking losses, failing, feeling whatever feeling of that failure is with posting, not getting any views, feel it, acknowledge it, and just keep freaking posting. Because you never know who you're influencing. You never know who's watching. That one those 7 views, that one person that only watched for 1 second, they probably look at your thumbnail and felt encouraged. You just never know, right? And that unknownness, that unknowingness is what I've learned. That unknowingness is what keeps me motivated now. It keeps me motivated to post because dude, there's billions of people in this world. There's one person I can make an impact on. And that one person that Jalil Terry, can make an impact on is the only person I'm looking for. Because I've seen I can name 5 people in my life. Some of them I don't even know their names that made the hugest impact in my life. And I don't even know their names. When I was 19 years old, going into my first semester of college. This random guy at my church, I don't know his name, sold me a car for $1 so that I could go to college, so that I could have a car to drive to college. Now, it wasn't the nicest car in the world, but it was something. I was adopted at 18 years old by a white family, by people that I had no business living with because I was crooked inside. They took me in for 6 years and gave me the ability to find myself, to see what a structured family looks like. I came from a broken home. I'm not supposed to be here. But along my journey, there's been people in my life that help guide me. And that's all I want to be for one of you guys. Is someone that can hopefully help guide you in something and staying consistent in something. Because your business matters. Your story matters. Your life experience matters. And your perspective matters. And there's someone out there that's lived it, that's living in it. You have the answers to it. And hopefully you can give it to them. And that's all I want, is hopefully someone feels encouraged enough to just keep posting. You've already started. The hard part is already over with. The getting started is the hardest part of the process. You've already got all of those nerves out of the way. Now there's new feelings that you have to experience. The feeling of loss. Some of it at some point is going to be the feeling of getting attention. On my TikTok profile, getting like 1,000, getting like 100 and something likes on a profile is so new to me. On my profile, is so new to me. It's like 100 and something likes, 15 comments, or 18 comments. I'm not used to getting all this attention. And to somebody else, that's not a lot. That's nothing. But to me, it's insane. I'm like, that's 18 people I have to respond to. Well, I don't have to respond to, but 18 people that I should be responding to. And that's a completely new feeling that I have to experience. And that at some point you will experience as well. That the newness that putting yourself out there brings. You're putting yourself out there to be judged. You're putting yourself out there to be loved. You're putting yourself out there to be whatever you want to place in there. You're putting yourself out there. Keep putting yourself out there. It's better to be in a position of the judge than the judger. Because there's so much growth that you can put. There's so much more growth when you're being judged by the world rather than being the person judging the world. Because at the end of the day, the only way you can ever be judged is if you're in a position of production. You're producing. You're growing. The only people that will ever look at you and judge you are the people who are not doing the same. It's literally your haters. And your haters are going to be the people that advance you the fastest. Like I said before, because I could go all day. I don't want to make this video too long. I really just want to get straight to the point. And I genuinely pray that you guys hear my heart. I might sound arrogant, right? I might sound this. On one of my YouTube channels, I was talking about how like the gyms were starting to like dwindle out a little bit. It's actually crazy. I was talking about how the gyms I had noticed like was starting to dwindle out a little bit after like the in January everybody wants to hit the gym to change their life, which I completely understand, I completely respect, and I love that for you. And I love to see more people in the gym accomplishing their goals. But I was like, it's starting to dwindle out in here a little bit, and I'm like, you might be on the couch. I was like, you might be on the couch right now watching this video. You need to get it. You need to go to the gym because you set that goal. That's a change that you want to see in your life. So just get up and go. You see what I'm saying? And there's a couple of people responding like, dang, man, like I feel like you were talking to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me go to the gym. And I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Go grow. It's time to grow. But this one person commented and said something about me being a bigot, repeating something that everyone else has said. I'm like, dude, I don't even know what a bigot is. I'm just trying to help somebody out. That's it. I'm just trying to share an encouraging word. And that's the kind of stuff that ends up happening. But I just want to help, right? And if words can help you, please hear them. Hear my heart. If you found value from this video, leave a like, leave a comment, share it with a friend, share it with somebody you know that needs to keep posting, that needs to stay consistent, that needs to stay in the game. This is all about survival. Survive the round. You see what I'm saying? Survive the day, survive the month, survive this year, survive the next 21 days. That's all you got to focus on, is staying in the game. I'll see you guys next time.